Good morning, afternoon, Math 2 crew. We're moving and cruising. More questions on 8.7, solving quadratics using square roots. I'm on page 458, question 1. A customer has requested a bookcase with the two shelves having a total area of 864 square inches. What should B equal to meet the customer's specifications? Again, you want to use the diagram. You want to think about what the shape is that you're trying to find the area of, since we're dealing with total area. So I take a real good look, and I look at the, I'm yawning. I look at the two shelves having a total area of 864. So the two shelves I see, taking this shelf here, and then I'm also looking at, it could be the bottom shelf or the top shelf. It doesn't matter. They're the same size. Okay? Now, two shelves having a total area of 864. All right. So, the area of a rectangle, start there, must be its base and height, or you can also write that as length and width. It doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter how you label it, as long as it makes sense. And so, since B is a variable, I think I'm going to use length and width. So, we'll remove that and use length and width. And so, I can see that my length is 3B and my width is B. And it's the same for the middle shelf and the bottom shelf. They're identical. Okay? They're identical shelves. So let's set this up. The area of the bottom shelf would be, substitute, again, L is 3B. And if you like seeing that, you can write it out as L, the length is 3B, and W, the width is B, and substitute. Let's use parentheses instead. Multiplying through, the area is 3B squared. Now, the total area, here's the key, the total area of the two shelves is 864 square inches. Well, each shelf is congruent to one another. They're the same shape, same size, same area. So what you end up doing is this. You end up saying, hey, this is the area of one shelf, right? Right? And so two shelves would be either you multiply by 2 or just add twice, right? So two shelves would be 6B squared, right? You double it. So you can say to yourself, it would be 2 times the area, which would be 2 times 3B squared, which is 6B squared. Or, if that's not what you prefer, you can always say that it's 3B squared plus 3B squared. And why is that important? Because the total area is found by taking the area of one shelf and multiplying it by 2. And now we know that the total area was 864, right? That was given up top. And so now we can substitute. We can say, okay, 864 is equal to the total area, which is 6b squared. Dividing by 6, and that's 144 value b squared. Again, I like to keep the variable on the left side, but this time I didn't follow my preference. So b is equal to plus or minus the square root of 144. Again, the length of that side is never negative, so we're going to look at the positive solution. And so we know that b will equal positive 12, since the square root of 144 is 12. And we're measuring everything in inches, so this would be 12 inches. And that is the length of that side. So going back up to the original question, kind of making sense of what we saw, it says what should b equal to meet the customer specification? B should equal 12. And when you know b is 12, then you can also figure out this distance here, which is 3 times 12, or 36. And then you can also find the height of the object, which is 4 times 12, or 48. And so the ratio of this bookcase, what the furniture maker calls the proportions of the length, width, and height, is found by knowing what b is. 12, 36, and 48 are now known because we know what b is. So, great question. I hope it makes sense. And like I said, like I always say, study hard and learn a lot. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.